I'm Frost FPV, and today we are looking at the Bubito Rotor Riot's Bubby FPV Tiny Whoop. It has a carbon fiber frame, express LRS. This has the 29,700 kV motors on it, a 50 milliwatt BTX, and it is of course a 1S little ripper. First thought of this thing, it is really cool looking. This little thing is really neat. It flies pretty good. I've got some video in here. I'll show you me flying, trying to learn how to fly around the house. I'm a beginner as well, so I'm just learning this journey as well as you. Quick thing, when you are binding this, the easiest way that I've learned to do it, and it's pretty much all my tiny whoops so far with express LRS, you are literally going to connect it up to a battery, give it about 20-25 seconds, look for the Wi-Fi signal. It'll come up, it'll say express LRS. Your password is going to be express LRS. Get on there, and whatever, set a bind phrase in your controller that should, you know, if you've got express LRS, this is the easiest way to do it. And then when you get on there, you're gonna see it'll say Wi-Fi. In the Wi-Fi page, it'll say binding phrase. Put your binding phrase in there, save and reboot, and as soon as you do that, have it plugged up to betaflight, you'll see your receiver start moving. As soon as you put the bind phrase in there, if it doesn't happen as soon as it does, power cycle everything, and then it'll go in there. Literally all I had to do to get this thing flying. Everything else was pretty pre-tuned from Rotor Riot, so I didn't really have to monkey with any settings, any PID tunes or anything like that. The one thing that I do want to mention is the screws on the bottom to your motors. They were kind of loose, and after my first flight they were actually really loose, so double check those screws before you take off with this thing. I just feel like with how loose they were, I can't be the only one with this issue. It'll save you some hassle in the long run. This does have the BT 2.0 battery connector, and comes with this cool little tin. I don't know if you can appreciate this like I do, but I love anything that comes with free gifts, and for 200 bucks, this little thing is definitely worth it. I had an issue with the first one that they sent me, the BTX. I don't know what the deal was, but I get more than 20 feet away and it would black out on me. So they went ahead, I let them know, immediately sent me out a new one from Rotor Riot, and I got this one a couple days later. So Rotor Riot, if you buy a drone from them, just remember they will take care of you. And they took care of me really fast. So the new one I got, run flawless. Again, indoor whooper. It's a quick little drone. I don't like the fact that there's not ducks on it, and I also don't like the fact when you hook it to betaflight, you actually have to pull this top panel off. What I do is I just take these two screws off, 1, 2, and then I twist it, and then I plug it, so that way I don't have to take all 3 screws out, because that becomes a pain in the butt, especially when you're having to go in and out of it to monkey with it. We all know how betaflight can be, especially if you have to go back and forth. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. Everything else went really smooth. The binding of the express LRS, yeah, everything else went quick. This thing rips around with, you know, them little 29,700 kV motors. You can definitely feel the difference ripping around the house. It's almost a little too fast for inside the house, but once you get good at this, you'll appreciate its speed, I think, because I'm starting to appreciate it more and more. Again, I'm a beginner just like you, so that's it. That's the Bubito. I'll throw some film shots in here of me flying around the house and trying not to smash into everything. But if you got any questions, go ahead and leave them down below. If you like my videos, go ahead and like and subscribe, please. And I'm Frost FPV, and we're gonna learn something together.